Hi everybody, I'm Belinda Tubby from stampinbuzz.com, and I'm excited to be sharing my first video today. We're going to make this cute little candy holder. It's got a little Hershey bar in here, and I'm going to show you how to do that. We're not using any stamps today, we're just using punches for our project. So the punches that you're going to need the scoreboard, you're going to need the 2.5 inch punch, the 1 3 inch circle punch, the owl punch, and the 5 petal punch. And we're going to start with a piece of cardstock that is 7.5 inches by 6.5 inches. You want to make sure that it's put in the corner and flush against both edges. And then we're going to score this so that we have two 2.5 inch flaps. So the first flap we're going to score at 2.5 inches, and then the next flap we're going to score at 5 inches, and that'll give us two 2.5 inch flaps or wings. And then we're going to flip it around, and this part we're really just scoring this to show where we want to cut away. So it's not necessary that the paper is that the score lines are going the same direction, so I'm just going to flip this over. If I wanted my score lines to go the same direction, I would turn it around and do it this way and put another marker in. But just to make it easy, we're just using this for a cutting guideline. This is just to show you a little bit better with the white lines. You'll have the center open and then 2 little boxes that we're actually going to cut out to end up with a piece like this. So now you have a piece that looks like this. And we're going to make the little bat's head out of this. And to do that, we need a pattern. So what I've done is I've punched a 2.5 inch circle, and I'm going to punch a 5 petal flower out of another piece. And I'm going to trim 2 of these little corners to make the ears. And then I'm going to trim 2 corners together, or 2 petals together, and that's going to form our little feet at the bottom. We're going to glue those on at the bottom like that. So you can actually make 2 patterns out of this, which is what I did, and I just glued the petals to the top to make the little bat's ears and head. So we'll put that on there. When I am tracing something, I like to just use a stylus. And the reason for that is that you don't end up with all the little lines. So I would just trace around that. And that would give me the little head there. And then I would end up trimming this off. Okay, so now you have a piece like this, and we're going to use the 2.5 inch punch and the 1 3/4 inch punch to make our wings. You'd start by trying to catch the edge up here in the corner and go in about a little under 1/2 inch with your punch, and then come down and try to catch this edge and punch in a little bit more, like 3/4 inch. And when I say punch in, I mean from the edge to here. Go in about 1/2 inch here and about 3/4 inch there. And then take your 1 3/4 inch punch and go to the bottom, and you're coming up against the edge of your flap here. That's where you want to put this edge of the punch, right on the corner of the punch, and in about 1/2 inch here too. So then you look like this. And then you're just going to make this look nice on the corner here by punching that edge off. You end up with your little bat wing. So you flip it over and do that again. And these may not end up being perfectly straight, especially if you're doing a lot of them and in a hurry, but that's okay. You will have some room to fix it, and I'll show you how to do that right now. You will have some room to fix it when you're done. You can go back in and kind of line your punches up if you didn't get them exactly the way you wanted them. And they don't have to be perfect anyway. So then we look like this. And we're going to use this punch to make some eyes. When I'm just using parts of the punch, I like to use little strips of paper, and that way I'm not wasting a lot of excess paper. So I need the large and the tiny circles punched out of the white, and then I need these smaller circles punched out of the black. Just get rid of the excess. And then we're just going to glue these eyes together. And a little trick here, I like to just wet the tip of my stylus to pick up the little teeny tiny dots, and they'll go together with just a touch of glue. You don't need much glue. So we'll add our eyes here. This is where we're at. And then we just need to attach the candy bar. I just tucked the ends in and used 2 or 3 little glue dots, and then I added a glue dot here to hold this wing in place, and a glue dot here to hold that wing in place. And that's our little candy bar project.